Hello everyone, I'm back ready to do my tutorial on the rising sun. So I'm going to give everybody a few minutes just to get comfortable. I want to see who's here. I know it was a couple of minutes late, but a couple of minutes is better than 45 minutes like the last post. I'll just leave it at that. So, I sat here for a little bit contemplating on what spirit may want me to deliver. Are we going to make this different? Are we going to do a meditation? Is my little doggy going to cooperate? I think we're going to be okay. So I made a little cup of tea so that I don't lose my voice while we're talking here. And I'm going to begin now. So, the extraterrestrial healing oracle cards of the rising sun. These cards started, and the symbology started a little over a year ago. A little background for it, because I know everybody may want to know how these cards began. So I was in a soul journey class with one of my friends, one of my peers, Valerie, who has Our Gift Within. And when she was channeling with me, she had brought up something and said, "What are you waiting for?" when it came to new creation. And I said, "Right, what am I waiting for?" So, as I normally do, I always follow direction. If I'm told to do something, I do it immediately, especially when it comes from spirit. And I started to channel the symbology in her class. So all of the symbols came out on a piece of paper or in a book that I have separately, and it began that night. But as you know, when we're given tools and gifts from spirit, it is because we have a healing journey to go through. So it's not just, hey, here you go, give this to these people, give this to humanity. It is a lesson for you as you're traveling through this gift to create this tool to give to humanity. Because what value would it be if you didn't work through it and really truly understand the meaning behind it? Working through it physically, emotionally. I hope that's understood. So with the first deck, it was the same thing. I had to work through it physically, work through it emotionally, and listen to guidance. They gave me things to do without an explanation. I did not understand everything that I was doing, but I knew that I had to do it because it was a directive from spirit. After I did it, then I was given the explanation, and that is how you build trust. Right? So we're going to start with the cover of the deck. You guys saw this on my little mini intro, so I'll put it up close there. So there's the goddess, the beautiful goddess, right? And I'm going to give you some information on how she began also. And the back of the deck, which, as I said before, is a little brief explanation on how the cards came about, some pictures of the cards, and the painted goddess. So the painting on the deck, she came about at the very, very end. Symbols were already painted, meanings were all written down. She was the last piece of the puzzle. I had a different cover for this deck. I thought it was good, and I had it from the very beginning. I drew a different cover. The way she came about was one day I was doing a guided meditation, and I'm working in the quantum field. And rather than asking for something, I just said to Spirit, I just want something mystical. Just have a mystical experience, because it's limitless. You never know what's going to happen or what you're going to receive, so why not? So I'm working in the quantum field, feeling my body turn into all these particles, enjoying it, just feeling the freedom to become spirit again, to become energy, just plain energy again, and losing the weight of this human body that we have, which I'm very, very grateful for. Grateful to be in a human body and have this experience here on Earth. But it's nice to be able to let go a little bit. So I do the meditation. It feels wonderful. I'm driving home. And as I'm driving home, that's when the mystical experience hits me. And I'm on the excuse me, I'm on the LAE and the goddess appears in my vehicle and I can see her in my mind's eye. I could see her beautiful flowing hair, her beautiful face, the energy. I could feel that energy exchange. And it was almost like somebody else was driving my car so that I could see her. And I just asked, I said, please don't let me forget this image so that I could get it on paper when I get home. I did not forget the image. As soon as I got home, I sketched her immediately. And I have the sketch here and I'll show you what it looks like. I sketched her immediately. And this painting was one of the easiest paintings I've ever done. She was the quickest one. Now imagine if I didn't listen to Spirit. I wouldn't have her. You wouldn't be able to experience her. She is a part of this. She is my higher self. She is a fractal of my higher self, bringing forth these cards. So that's how the goddess came about. And again, trust and faith, listening to Spirit. So next, we're going to go through the booklet. I'm just going to take a little sip of tea. I hope everybody has their tea. I'm getting a little cozy so we can go relax and enjoy the rising sun. And here's the booklet. So with the cards, it's almost like you're getting two tools. You're getting the oracle cards and you get a beautiful instructional manual. So in the glossary, I put another painting of the goddess just to welcome you in, to feel her energy, because you could utilize the book separately if you choose. Don't have to use the cards. So in the beginning, we have the contents page, just like the other card deck. Take a look. There's the contents page. Okay. And I'll go over everything with you. So we have the Rising Sun Healing Messages are from 2 to 6. The Rising Sun Healing Symbology is 7 to 8. A direct message from my guides on page 9. And the Rising Sun Healing Grid is on page 10, right? So 2 to 6, the Rising Sun Healing Messages. So just like the first deck, you have all of the healing messages are written in this booklet. You can go through all of them, read them separately if you choose, right? 2 through 6. There you go, 5 and 6. And then we get to the symbology, right? So with the symbology, you can utilize this separately, just like the first deck, while using your receiving hands, really tap into your intuitive abilities. So this gives you a chance to really sharpen that tool chest of your own intuition. Remember, I want to build you up spiritually. That is the purpose of the tools of the oracle cards, is to build up humanity spiritually, to build your trust and faith, not only in spirit, but in yourself. So with the symbols, you're able to do that, really trust in yourself. So we're going to go through the direct message. I'm going to read everything to you. So here you go. This is what it looks like when you go in the booklet. So the direct message from my guides. We take this time now to give thanks for the simplest moments in time you have given to the opportunity of education to the highest power. There is a DNA change being given upon those without imposing on free will. With granting of choice, you shall receive a well-deserved upgrade while in use of this symbology. Allow this intelligence to shine upon you in the highest power. With gratitude we speak, and with acknowledgement we seek those ready and willing to move ahead in the ascension process. So, at the bottom half of this booklet, there are some ideas of usage. If you're new to using a divination tool, you may not know what to do with it, or maybe you've never used an oracle card deck before, and it's really wide open. You can use them in any way you choose. But I gave you some ideas. And then whoever purchased these cards, I want you to be creative with it. So you may create a healing grid of the rising sun, which is the example that's on page 10. It gives you instruction on how to utilize the grid, the best times to use the grid, which I believe is the time of dawn. Okay. Use the symbols alone to create a healing grid while working with clients or meditating. So what they mean about that is, if you're in meditation, you may want to create a grid with these cards alone so that after the meditation, you can have some confirmation, a visual confirmation. So here's what the cards look like again. Okay, what you do, always clear the cards. Knock on them 3 times while holding them in your left hand. Get the energy out. Pull them to your heart. You put forth an intention, confirmation after my meditation. You simply shuffle the cards, and remember, I'll say it a million times, never shuffle them like a deck of cards. Always allow the energy to flow freely. Let the cards speak to you. They will pop out when they're supposed to. You'll feel it. So, and then what you will do is, before your meditation, allow your intuition to speak to you. You may want to put the cards out in front of you, 2, 3, or 4. You may want to create a circular grid around you physically. Put the cards in front of you, behind you, side to side on the floor. Do your meditation, allow the energies to flow, and then you pick up the cards in symbology and see how they speak to you. You can also use them as confirmation after you give a reading to someone or after you receive a reading. You may want to bring the goddess with you, pull a few cards after for some visual confirmation. Okay? You can pull a card daily and use the message as an affirmation. So I highly suggest, when you first get these cards, to sleep with them. Put them next to you. Okay? At night, leave them on your nightstand. Allow your energies to influence each other, to work with each other. Allow the cards to become yours. You can use them as a daily affirmation. And again, you knock on them 3 times. Every time you use them, you want to clear the energy. Start with a nice clean slate. Put them to your heart chakra and set forth an intention. You'd like a daily affirmation, right? You shuffled the cards. Now, with daily affirmations, I will tell you, pay attention to the symbology that pops up. If the message doesn't resonate, the symbol itself may. I'm not really worried about that. But this is where you really come in intuitively with the affirmations. Pay attention to what the symbols look like and what they remind you of. Don't try to overthink. It's just whatever comes to mind first. Trust and faith, right? Also, if you're pulling a card for a daily affirmation and say 2 or 3 pop out, it's meant to be. Read those cards. Use them together. The meanings on the cards sometimes really work together well. My favorite part, run your receiving hand, which is your left hand, over the rising sun healing symbols, allowing them to speak to you through energetic sensation. Pull the card you are most drawn to, or you can just flip through the book and find that number. We'll do this one together as well. So, as I had shown you before, here are the symbols. They are pages 7 and 8. Okay, so the symbols, what I did was I scanned them in from my hand-painted version, so you can utilize them. So what I would do is I would sit with both feet flat on the ground. You have your left hands. You put them over the symbology, breathing gently, setting forth an intention, asking a question. This is you really utilizing your spiritual gifts, and you can feel that. You may feel a chill up your spine, a sensation in the palm of your hand, right? I am over 16. How funny. That is the symbol of the rising sun. So we will read her for today. So I got 16. That's exciting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look through the booklet. Right? And 16 is on page 4. Great direction is to be withheld without trust and faith. Trust in your creator. Learn to trust within your own self-creation. Now, is that funny? Take a look at that. Trust and faith in yourself and in your creator. All right. So, I'm going to go back to where we were. I hope this is helping everyone. I hope you're enjoying this. Now, I'm going to read to you the Rising Sun's Healing Grid. So the sundial of symbology healing grid was created to be used with the energy of our sun's star. It is best to utilize at the time of dawn, specifically between the hours of 5 and 7 a.m. to create this grid. Ask your question, set your intention or thoughts for the day. You may energetically place this in the center of the healing grid, or you may manually write it down on a piece of paper, being cautious of the color of the paper as to its energetic properties, which should be plain white. So what they mean by energetically putting your intention in is you will set forth the grid out, and then you intentionally think of your question, set forth your intention, energetically place that in the grid. Okay? The color of the paper should be white because there should not be any interference with color or lines. We want this to be clear and pure. You may create this grid indoors or outdoors, and the grid consists of 7 cards. Okay? I'll show you again. 4 on the top, 3 on the bottom. Remember, in the booklet, they're face up. While you are creating the grid, they are to be face down, this way. After you set forth the intention, connect with the sun, do your guided meditation, then you turn them over for confirmation. Okay? And in the back of the book is my contact information and the services I provide. Okay? I'm a galactic channel, psychic medium, intuitive artist, and healer. And you can contact me on my email or at my website, which is alienstarseed.com. So I hope this helped you. Let's go through the cards a little bit. I want to show you some of the symbology, and then maybe we'll do a little guided meditation. Okay, I hope I didn't go through this too quickly, and everybody's understanding this. So these are the cards, which I know you guys see because I post them, you know, daily. I try to do it daily for everybody, and we'll go through a few of the cards now. So here's number 4, what they look like. Okay, do another one. Let's pull another card. 13, so you can see some of the symbols, right? This is a beautiful card, number 5. So you can see that. Okay. Let me pull another one for you. What else do I want to put here? Oh, number 1. There you go. Okay. So tonight, I'm going to give you a guided meditation to work with the goddess. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set forth the intention prior to this meditation for some visual guidance for whomever wants to participate at the end. We are going to pull 3 cards, right? So everybody, 2, 3. Make sure both feet are flat on the ground so energy is flowing. And you pull your card. So this is 1, face down. 2, face down. And 3. And they just come right, they pop right out for you. Right, so we're going to get ourselves all situated and set nicely. Put this here. Let me take a look and see who's here so I can say hello to everybody, right? Have a little tea, because we're just enjoying our night tonight. Taking a quick look. Very cool. I'm glad everybody's able to join me and take a look at the video. All right, so I'm going to shut off the light. I'm going to move out of the direction of the camera. We're going to do a guided meditation together. And it's going to be to meet one of your guides. Because the main reason for this deck, the goddess, the rising sun, is about your true reveal of self. We want to utilize this time and space to really bring forth our truth. In the back of the book on my cards, and the first channel that I got with this company, business name, you want to call it a business name, was "May the beauty of your own truth set you free." And I think that that speaks for itself. So allow the goddess to connect with you, really connect into your soul purpose, and we're going to begin now. I'm going to step out of the way, allow everybody to get comfortable, have both feet flat on the ground, have your palms facing the ceiling, have your eyes closed, and we shall begin. Begin with one full deep breath. And as you are breathing in, you are breathing in the light of the rising sun. You envision this light now coming down from Christ consciousness. It travels down ever so gently, like glitter from the sky, gently and entering into your crown chakra. This beautiful light swirls and twirls around your crown chakra, and it heals and it clears anything that is negative or heavy that may be blocking you from receiving all that which you need to receive directly from Source. This beautiful golden light now travels down into your third eye chakra. Now this chakra sits right between your brow bones, and it heals and it clears anything that is heavy or negative that may be blocking you from what Spirit truly needs you to see in this world. It is your third eye sight, your spiritual sight, your mind's eye, wide open to receive. You allow this beautiful golden light now to travel down to your throat chakra. And it heals and it clears anything that is blocking you from speaking your truth, your true self, your thoughts, your words, your wisdom. But remember, you speak in the glory of God. In true love and faith shall never stifle you from allowing your voice to be heard. This beautiful golden light now travels down to your heart chakra. It heals and clears anything heavy or negative that may be blocking you from true self-love. This love of self, the blockages, they are being removed one by one, allowing you to understand, respect, dignity, and faith in one's true journey of life. This beautiful light now travels down to your solar plexus. It heals, it clears anything that is negative or heavy, blocking you from your connection to Source. You are a child of the Creator, willing and worthy of the Almighty's love. Allow no other to impede upon that, for they have no right. Your free will is yours and yours alone. No one has the right to take that from you. They only can if you let them. Your power is back. Your sun shines bright. You are walking in the footsteps of the Creator Himself. Be that light. Shine for others. Most importantly, shine for you. Your beautiful Merkaba, which is set inside of the solar plexus, starts to move and rotate. You can feel the sacred geometry within that Merkaba, and it expands larger and larger and larger out into your auric field, healing and clearing the entire energy all around you. Your Merkaba stays in this place and allows that beautiful golden light now to travel down to your sacral chakra. That beautiful chakra of creation that sits between your pelvic bones. That chakra of intimacy and love. Most importantly, creation of self-love. It heals, it clears, it removes anything heavy or negative that is stopping you from understanding your true soul's purpose. The love that you have within you, your right to create in this world. You are free. There is no one standing in your way. This beautiful light now travels down to your root chakra at the base of your tailbone. It is a beautiful ruby red and it shines brightly. This beautiful golden light heals and clears, and it removes anything heavy or negative that is blocking you from feeling true stability in life. True stability in family life. True stability again in self-love. This golden light travels down both of your legs, past your knees, past your calves, out the soles of your feet, and directly into Mother Gaia. This golden light travels down to her beautiful crystal core, and she takes you in and anchors you in gratitude, love, and faith. She, in your trusting mode, sends her beautiful magnanimous energy back up those golden cords into the soles of your feet, past your calves, past your knees, past your thighs, into your root chakra, into your sacral chakra, into your solar plexus, into your heart chakra, back up to your throat chakra, your third eye, your crown chakra, and directly up to Source, right up to Christ consciousness. She is aligning you, guiding you, and securing you. You are perfectly protected at this time. And at this very moment, there is a figure standing before you in golden light. You know this figure. You know this energy. It walks towards you in sacred space. You intuitively know this is part of your higher self, coming to embrace you once more and engulf you in higher intelligence, to allow you to understand how amazing and magical you are. A beam of light shines from this being's third eye to your third eye. You can feel the heat. You can see exactly what they're showing you. This is a picture of you as a child, running and playing, enjoying life. For your higher self wishes to bring you back to the simplicity of love and joy. The depiction here is of a being loving themselves without judgment, devotion to life, for its purest joy. This memory needs to stay within you. You need to revive it again in adulthood. You're perfectly capable of it. There is nothing standing in your way. Sit in this love and joy. Sit in the light of the sun. Feel the grass. Feel the warmth. Feel the love and the joy. Feel the carelessness. Let go. Just for a few moments. You let go. You remember how easy life could be at this time. You remember the joy. You allow it to fill your heart. It overflows into every cell of your body. You are healing from within. There is love all around you. Your higher consciousness places their hands on your shoulders, head to head, and expresses their love for you. For you are me and I am you. Understand your value. They take a gentle step back. The beam of light connecting third eye to third eye now goes back to your higher consciousness. The vision slowly fades, but the feeling stays. The love stays. The joy stays. The compassion stays. That is the difference. This being bows to you in gratitude for the moment in time, walks backward, one step at a time. As this being walks backward and diminishes, slowly and slowly, you start to come back to the room. You take a good deep breath in. You feel your feet on the floor. You feel your legs in the chair. You feel your hands, your whole body. You may even want to put your hands through your hair just to feel life again. Feel the difference in who you are. Rub your arms, rub your legs, wiggle your toes. And when you're ready, you open your eyes to a new life. Okay. So everybody who attended, I'll give you a few minutes just to bring yourself back to the room. Hope everyone enjoyed that beautiful meditation. I'm going to start doing them on Zoom again because I would so love to hear everybody's feedback, but on Facebook Live, it's kind of difficult to do so, right? So that was the first introduction to working energetically with the rising sun. Why don't we pull our cards? Okay, so 26 is the first symbol. Take a nice look at that and I will read it for you. Have faith in the virtue of the Almighty Creator. Show trust in the magic of life. Believe and all shall become true. Change begins within the belief of one's forgiveness of self and others. Amen. I'll show you that symbol once more. Take that in. Okay. Second card, because we wanted to pull 3. I love using 3. You can't make it up. That's the rising sun symbol. Number 16. She's on the cover of the book. I love it. Great direction is to be withheld without trust and faith. Again, trust and faith. Trust in your Creator. Learn to trust within your own self-creation. For you are not put here to fail. You are put here to succeed. Amen. Here's the third card. 12. I'll let you look at that symbol. Excuse me. The valley of truth, trust, and faith runs deeply within your bloodline. Stay within your true being of great nature, for there are those who wish to deter you. Shine your light upon them to one day hope and see their lack of light be lifted. This is something I'd like to discuss just for a few more minutes. To put it gently, when someone is showing their lack of light, remember, we are not to meet them at a lower vibration. You are not to lower your vibration to meet them. Raise your vibration and wish light and love upon them. For you have great work to do in this world. There will be people who may not support you. There may be people who look down on you, doubt you. It is not for you to have to prove to anyone but yourself. Remember that. Your gift is your gift alone. It is unique to you. We need everybody in their own special, unique way. You need your own special, unique gifts. Because remember, if we were all the same, this would be a very boring place. Okay. So I hope everybody enjoyed this video tutorial. I'm going to save it to my website, so if you would like to engage in the meditation again, you may. If you need a little bit more information, you can message me here, send me an email on my website, which is alienstarseed.com. I will be posting these cards maybe between tonight and tomorrow for sale on my website. You can message me here if you want to purchase them. And I'm also doing another fair on February 5th, and I'll put that information on here once it's available. And if you want to come meet Alien Starseed in person, I'll see you February 5th. I hope everybody has a wonderful night. I wish you a beautiful holiday. I celebrate Christmas, so Merry Christmas. This is a very special year, and I will see you very soon. I wish you all a great night. Take care.